Welcome. In this video I'm going to cover changing ACL file permissions. If you have not yet watched the video on viewing and interpreting ACLs, then I recommend you do that before watching this video. setFacle is used to change ACL file permissions, allowing you to add, modify or remove ACLs. -M to add or modify an ACL entry, followed by the ACL and then the file or directory to apply it to. In this case, user James will have read and write, but not execute on roster.txt. Here is the output of getFacle on roster.txt. Notice that there are ACLs for the file owner, group owner, and other users. These are known as the base ACLs. There has also been a mask calculated. Now let's add the Sodor group with read and execute permission to the roster.txt file, and review the getFacle again. Notice the group ACL has been added as an additional ACL. The user James ACL is still there. Also, the mask has been recalculated and now includes the execute permission. You can add multiple ACLs on the same command line. Let's give the same permissions for James and the Sodor group to the kids.txt file. Another way to add ACL entries is to pass them in as a file. First, let's create a file using getFacle-C, which removes the header comments. You could manually create this file as well. Here is the content, which of course looks the same as the console output. Now, to use a file as input, use setFacle with -M, the ACL file, and then the file or directory to apply the ACLs to. In this case, song.txt. And here is the same operation, but piping the output from getFacle to standard in on setFacle. The dash after the capital M represents standard in. Now, let's quickly take a look at the effect of chmod. Here is ls-l on roster.txt. Let's use chmod to make file owner rwx, group r only, and other rx. Here is the ls-l again. You can see the changes. And here is the getFacle. Notice the changes are applied to the user and other as expected, but that the group changes were actually applied to the mask, not the group setting. Also, because the mask was manually set, the effective permissions for James, Sodor, and the group owner, controller, are all now read-only. Warning: adjusting any one of the mask-affected ACL types will cause the mask to be recalculated, losing the manual mask setting. You can either add the -N option or include a mask entry with your setFacle command to avoid this from happening. Let's take a look at deleting ACLs. I can remove the Sodor group ACL from the roster.txt file using setFacle-x g:"Sodor. Here is the getFacle output, and as with the modify option, the delete only removed the specific entry, leaving the other entries unchanged. It is important to note that if you remove all of the ACLs manually, you will still have the ACL mask, which means the file still has ACLs associated. Here is the getFacle and ls-l after removing user James. However, you can remove the mask manually as well with setFacle-x m:. Or, if you want to remove all ACLs from a file, use the -B option, as shown here with kids.txt. Finally, for completeness, you can entirely replace the ACL on a file by using --set instead of -M, or --set-file to read a file of ACL settings. Here is the content of a file I will use to set ACLs. Notice the use of the UID instead of the username. You can do the same with GID as well, although most people prefer to use the name values. Notice also that I am setting multiple files using the wildcard *.txt, and also the getFacle using *.txt. All of the original ACLs have been replaced by the ACLs passed in via the file. To recap, setFacle can be used to add, remove, or delete file ACLs using the -M, -x, and -B options. You can also use files that contain ACL settings as input to setFacle, or pipe the output of getFacle into setFacle. The mask can be set explicitly, or more typically, it will be calculated automatically. I encourage you to watch the default ACL file permissions video to learn more about directory and default ACLs. That concludes this video. Thanks for watching.